Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Black and White Network fans, we are back with another video. We're going to be talking about Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney is going to get demolished in her primary, folks, and she is pretty much all but confirmed that will happen based on the statements that she actually had to say about her Republican colleagues. Now, Rhodes has actually said the only way that Liz Cheney could actually have any success is to run as a Democrat, mainly in another state, because the people in Wyoming, that is a red state, they're not going to stand for Liz Cheney anymore. She's projected to get blown out by 20 plus points. And Liz Cheney now has pretty much said the quiet part out loud. She is a donkey-loving Democrat. Yeah, I'm not making it up, guys. Let's go ahead and dive into this over here on the Daily Wire. Cheney takes shot at DeSantis, admits she likes working with Democrats more than Republicans. This shouldn't be a surprise, folks, because she is on that January 6th sham committee. The show trial. She is a part of that. She's one of the ringleaders. I guess she is a Nancy Pelosi loving Democrat that hates America. And I told you guys, she is not doing what's in the best interest of her constituents. And she's going to pay the price, folks. But Liz Cheney, by the way, doesn't believe she's actually going to lose a primary. Think about that. But let's read this. Representative Liz Cheney, Democrat from Wyoming, yeah, I put that in, took a shot at Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in an interview with the New York Times. Of course, she would actually have an interview with the leftist New York Times, who lies. Published Sunday, where she also admitted that she liked to work with her Democrat colleagues more than her Republican ones. Cheney said that she, quote, would find it very difficult to support DeSantis in a general election against a Democrat if DeSantis becomes the 2024 GOP nominee for president. Quote, I think that Ron DeSantis has lined himself up almost entirely with Donald Trump. And I think that's very dangerous, Cheney said. So a man that's actually fighting to protect children from the radical left and all of this woke gender ideology, she thinks that's very dangerous. You see the kind of person that Liz Cheney is. Boy, this woman is terrible. I cannot wait for the primary day, folks, because she's going to get demolished. Cheney also said that she prefers working with her Democrat women in Congress more than Republican women. Quote, I would much rather serve with Mickey Sherrill and Chrissy Holohan and Eliza Stoken than Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert. Even though on substance, certainly I have big disagreements with the Democratic women I just mentioned. But they love this country. They do their homework, and they are people that are trying to do the right thing in this country. Now, the bad thing about Liz Cheney is she has alienated Republicans. But however, guys, overall, Democrats don't like her. They love that she is actually backstabbing Republicans right now. But once she's actually done with that, guess what? They're going to get rid of her because they hate the Cheneys. They hate her father. They're loving him right now because he's coming out against Trump. But once that's over with, hey, they're going to be back to calling Dick Cheney a racist, a warmonger, all that kind of stuff. This woman has completely destroyed her career. The report noted that Cheney's chances of holding onto her seat in the upcoming primary election next week are slim at best, as polls show Cheney losing to primary challenger Eric Hageman by more than 20 points. Cheney recently told CNN, she's doing all of these interviews, with these leftist media outlets. But anyway, Cheney recently told CNN that she does not expect to lose her primary race, but that losing may end up being the price that she pays for standing up to Trump. Quote, if the cost of standing up for the Constitution is losing the House seat, then that's a price I'm willing to pay, Cheney said. Some Republicans might agree with Cheney's goals that have stated that she is going about trying to achieve them the wrong way. Quote, it depends on if you want to go out in a blaze of glory and be ineffective or if you want to try to be effective, Senator John Cornyn of Texas said. I respect her, but I wouldn't have made the same choice. Well, John Cornyn, by the way, folks, is a man that right out here in Houston that actually sold you out to Democrats on gun control. He violated your constitutional rights. He needs to be gone. DeSantis blasted Cheney back in February over her work in targeting her own party by working with Democrats on the January 6th committee. Quote, Cheney is totally off the rails with with her nonsense. And I think she's not really a Republican in terms of what she's doing. We want people that are going to fight the left. And that's what we need to do in this country. Yeah, because Democrats, they actually will fight the right and Republicans, but Republicans have been complacent. That's why you're starting to see these MAGA candidates actually start to win these primary elections. The old guard of weak Republicans may actually be out the door. And, it's going to be a telltale sign, in the midterms. We'll actually have to see if the MAGA Republicans take over and the old guard of Mitch McConnell's, Lindsey Graham's, John Cornyn's, once they're completely gone, we'll see if the Republican Party actually will start fighting for things and fighting the left. We'll have to see. But quote, that's what we're doing here in Florida, standing up for people's freedoms. DeSantis continued. We're opposing wokeness. We're opposing all these things to act like the main issue in this country is things that happened over a year ago. I can tell you in Florida, that's not what Floridians are concerned about. They're concerned about inflation and gas prices. That's something that Liz Cheney's not actually concerned about, by the way. You notice that she never actually talks about gas prices and inflation. She can care less. She just wants to backstab her constituents because she wants to get Trump. And then DeSantis goes on, quote, so I think focusing on the issues and showing that we stand for things that matter to people is the way forward, DeSantis concluded. To have a vendetta against Donald Trump and to constantly be bringing this up is just not something I think Republican voters are interested in. And he's absolutely right about that. Liz Cheney has sold her soul to Democrats. She might as well just come out and officially say, hey, I'm a Democrat. I'm moving to California. But you know what, guys? Even if she even does that, she's actually voted on a lot of conservative things. And when Trump was actually in office, she actually voted with him a lot. They may actually hold that against him. Now, why did she actually vote with Trump a lot? Not really sure. Maybe she was actually trying to save face, but now we see her true intentions. She is a donkey-loving Democrat. She said it herself. She likes working with Democrats more than Republicans. Boy, she is going to get demolished in the primary. She's actually still talking about running for a president. Nowhere in the world she will actually win the presidential nomination. I don't think the Democrats would select her. The Republicans definitely won't select her. Her career is over. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.